without further ado, what I'd like to do is pass you back to our CEO of Shaping Portsmouth, Mr. Dave Humphries, for an update and maybe a little sneaky fresh announcement off the press. Over to you, Dave.
Thank you. Oh, that was almost a clicker emergency. So this is my work-iversary, I think you call it. It's the end of the... Thank you. The end of year 2, I suppose the difficult second album. I think I've made it to the end rather unscathed, but I think the important thing is I've only managed it because of the community. I've only managed it because of all of the people in the room. I've only managed it because of an excellent small team coordinating our partner power and funding and our volunteer enablement and everything that all of our fabulous volunteers do. Something my predecessor Steph used to refer to as the golden triangle, and it very much is the centre of how we work. So I said earlier I could bore anyone that wants it with how we've worked out 750,000 of social value enabled. But actually, if I took every single business that's a Shaping Portsmouth partner and totted up their entire social value contribution to the city and added that figure up, it would be way, way more. And that's the aspiration. That's where we want to get to. That's what we want to be showing, what we do as a collective and what a difference we make in the community, because there is no collaboration like this anywhere else, and it really is a good thing. Looking forward, how we demonstrate and professionalize how we present that social impact is really, really important, and that's what we're going to do. But as things have moved forward through the first 2 years of my tenure, I've repeatedly said to people, I need you to keep leaning in and helping me and supporting me. And that's exactly what's happened. We have 83 partner businesses compared to 72 this time last year. We are a growing organisation. More people are getting on board. More businesses are seeing the value in actually helping what we're trying to do. And that means more work for me. So we need to grow the team, and that's what we've been doing. And a little before Christmas, the board supported me in making a decision to appoint a Chief Operating Officer to Shaping Portsmouth. So having debated that, Yvonne ran a little project group for us in designing the role. We then ran a selection process with the support of Carrington West, who are in the building. Thank you to them. It was a very competitive process. I have to say I wasn't expecting the standard of applicants that we got. I thought that we'd have a couple of standouts from a broader field. That wasn't the case at all. We had some really, really high quality applicants. But there was one person at the end of it that has been appointed as the new Chief Operating Officer for Shaping Portsmouth. And I think now's the moment in time to introduce them to you. So it's my great pleasure to introduce to you the new Chief Operating Officer of Shaping Portsmouth. Come on out, Mr. C.P. Robinson.
I mean, last year we dropped a big curtain. Now I've got a new job. What do I get next year?
Well, next year you're running this. That's the problem. I was going to say, I've introduced music and more organisations on stage, now dancing and choirs, the odd podcast. What are you going to do next year?
I mean, I don't think there could be a firmer foundation to develop this work on and to develop Shaping Portsmouth on than what you've built these past few years and what the team have built over the past few years.
So I probably have to start by apologising to Portsmouth Cathedral, one of our member businesses, for poaching one of their staff. It wasn't deliberate, you just happened to be the successful candidate, and it was very, very competitive. And with our cathedral being 100 years old next year, and in fact it's a good moment to dispel the myth that being a city and having a cathedral are intrinsically linked, because they're not. The Winchester diocese grew too big, and a decision had to be made between Portsmouth and Southampton as to where the cathedral was going to go, and we will leave that there. Next year is the 100th anniversary of Portsmouth Cathedral. So you will, in a few months, be joining us from Portsmouth Cathedral. But let's start by asking CP, because I know the answer to this, because we asked you in interview, but why did you want the job in the first place?
I'm not from Portsmouth. The accent can't tell you that. I'm not from Portsmouth, but Portsmouth became home to me. And if anybody's been to any of the consultations that Gemma and Nikki have been running, apparently 30 hours a day for 9 days a week for the last couple of weeks on the City of Culture, they ask you to pick those 3 words that defines Portsmouth. And I've gone to a few of these, and home is always one for me. I think Portsmouth is one of the easiest places that I've moved to, that I think that's where I can find my people, that's where I can make home. So I got involved in more and more organisations across the city, volunteered and got involved in lots of different ways, started working for different charities, all with Portsmouth in the title. Everything always has Portsmouth in the title. Delivering social value for those charities and those organisations I was working with, building connections, developing organisations is what I've come to be known for. Adding all of that together, that's exactly what Shaping Portsmouth do. Connecting all of these organisations across different sectors, delivering social value, making change, helping the city grow and become even more amazing, and hopefully making the city a better place for people who want to come here to work, to live, to study.
And how are you feeling about joining the team and being given ownership of next year's conference?
It still feels really, really far away. The cathedral have got hold of me for a few more months before coming in. Kind of nerve-wracking that planning for 2027's conference probably starts tomorrow, and I don't start until the end of April.
Yeah.
So some decisions will have already been made by then, but you know what? This is Terry rules. Where are you? Is Terry? Oh, there, waving. Terry and I had a drink the other day, and she was saying that this event kickstarts the year. This is the opening event of the Portsmouth year. That's a real honour to be able to lead that work, knowing that that's coming in 2027. So I hope I do you all proud.
Definitely. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. We're going to get a picture, it would appear.
Okay.
Hang on.
The new double act.
The new double act. Brilliant. I do want to point out that it did seem very far away to me when I took over from Steph at the end of the 24 conference. It comes quick.
Yeah.
It comes quick. So, look, a few final words from me. Just going back to that community piece and our businesses. The businesses that have given awards, the businesses that have won awards, the businesses such as the Guildhall that have hosted us and supported what we're doing. Around the room, you will have seen masses of branding that we don't normally have. Big flags, centenary cutouts, flags on tables, flat doms. Huge thank you to Hampshire Flag that have done all of that out of goodwill. Even when Claire came running in, her light-up flag, Hampshire Flag. So a huge thank you to all of those businesses that have supported and made this happen. But also there are other businesses that work with us day in, day out. Fairways partnered and asked us to support on their fostering friendly employer scheme. And earlier we had Joe on stage sponsoring the Shape by Solent shop, who was the 100th person to sign that charter. Victorious partner with us on the City Alliance Zone, along with other organisations. There are so many other businesses that I could mention that work with us throughout the year on different bits of our programmes. All of our amazing programme leads that are volunteers
from businesses. We wouldn't be able to deliver $750,000 if it wasn't for the volunteering power. The money that you give us is important, but it's the volunteering power that really drives us as an organisation and makes the difference. So thank you for all you do. Thank you for being part of Shaping Portsmouth. We will see you back here next year on Thursday. We're doing it on a different day, the 21st of January. But I would like to leave you with the showing of the Portsmouth Centenary film. So thank you all for coming.